Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News live from the Student Union. I'm Colin Fry.
And I'm Austin Thielen. Coming up on today's show, the Red Zone panel back at UNF.
A student government update.
A MedNexus Scholarship.
A new post-secondary program at UNF.
And your weekly weather and sports updates. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. More than half of yearly sexual assaults at college campuses occur during the first few months of college, a period known as the Red Zone. While students of all genders, sexual orientations, and ages are at risk, first-year female students are the most susceptible. Since 2020, the Dean of Students' Office and the Victim Advocacy Program have hosted events during the Red Zone to raise awareness and educate the student body on sexual assault prevention. The events also inform students about the resources available through the Dean of Students' Office for victims of crimes, specifically through the Victim Advocacy Program. Marisha Bishop-Salmon, the head victim advocate, said the program aims to act as a liaison for victimized students. I'm all about the students' rights, whether it's on campus or off campus. I make sure that all their rights are maintained, Salmon said. The office's Red Zone programming began in August and will continue through September. The University Police Department will also host a bystander intervention training on September 26th at 4 p.m. that will take place in Building 58 West, room 3806. The Dean of Students' Office will also table at market days until September 25th to provide students with information about the Red Zone. Any additional resources from the Dean of Students' Office can be found on their website, along with their confidential 24-hour crisis hotline at 904-620-1010.
Senators in the Budget and Allocations Committee gathered to amend and pass the proposed changes to Title VIII of the Student Government Constitution last Friday. The bill, authored by Treasurer Benjamin Smith and renamed SB 24F 3763, changes the amount of funds registered student organizations, or RSOs, can request. It provides alterations to the tier system by which RSOs are classified. Per Section 855.4 of the proposed legislation, the Treasurer has the authority to alter the tier status of RSOs for any reason. During the meeting, Senator and Sergeant-at-Arms Liz Kramer questioned whether the revisions allowed Tier 1 RSOs to ask for more funding than their tier status allows. Smith responded that he would be totally willing to support an amendment preventing Tier 1 RSOs from requesting over the $2,000 limit for durable goods. During the meeting, Spinnaker asked Smith whether the bill would increase the Treasurer's power over RSOs, funding and tier status. Smith replied, asserting that it is already the Treasurer's power to alter RSO's tier statuses. No new powers given to the Treasurer, he said. If anything, 2 new checks, he added. Later in the meeting, the bill was amended to include an additional subsection under Section 855.2. In the new subsection 855.2d, RSOs can now advance tier statuses after a request for additional funding has been approved. The amendment differs from the bills of previous amendments, which only allowed RSOs to advance in tier status each fiscal year in which they re-register, per Section 855.3. Most of the amendment's process was spent correcting the legislation's numerous grammatical and clerical errors. Kramer initially moved to table the amendment due to the mistakes, but no committee members seconded her motion. After the amendment process, the bill and its amendments were taken to a vote before the committee, which it passed. After the meeting, Spinnaker wrote with Kramer to ask why she had called for the discussion to be tabled. Although her motion was denied, she was still satisfied with the outcome of the meeting. I knew that there were a lot of amendments that needed to be made, Kramer said. I wanted to make sure that we were doing everything in the best interests of the students. Kramer added that the proposed legislation will be beneficial to the RSOs. I think that ultimately providing accessibility and ease for students with OIC and any of the things is obviously of the utmost importance, she said. The full Senate voted at the Senate meeting today, September 13th, in the Senate chambers. A 14-0 vote concluded that they passed the revisions. The bill will now go to Michael Barkel's desk to be signed into effect. All student government meetings are open to the public. And now to Danny for your weather update.
Good afternoon, Ospreys. I'm Danny, and welcome back to your weekly weather report. Today is expected to be hot, with a high of 82 degrees. Later tonight, temperatures will cool into the lower 70s. The humidity, however, is whooping 85% today. Looking to the weekend's weather, tomorrow is also expected to have a chance of showers starting Sunday, and we'll have a 40% chance of thunderstorm. On Monday, we can expect showers and thunderstorms along with Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures will range out of the 80s and 70s, and the heavy rainfall this week might contribute to high levels of humidity as well. Be ready for the rainy weather almost every day again. And with that, Ospreys, make sure you bring an umbrella if you have a grade load, because there's a high chance you will experience rain on your way to classes. With that, let's go back with Austin and Colin. Swoop!
The USoar program is a new post-secondary education program at the University of North Florida for non-degree seeking UNF students with intellectual disabilities. The program received its $1.5 million, 3.5-year grant from the Florida Center for Students with Unique Abilities in January and was signed off in March. The program began enrolling its first students this fall. USoar is an authorized Florida post-secondary comprehensive transition program. The 3-year, 39-credit-hour program fosters students' academic, social, and professional development. The initiative allows students to audit college classes, participate in campus life, and earn industry and career readiness certifications. Students applying for the program must complete the USoar student pre-interest application form.
UNF MedNexus, in collaboration with CSI Companies and Blackstone Launchpad, announced a team-focused competition with a scholarship prize. 2024 Innovation Challenge will be held on October 3rd. This year's theme is physician burnout. Participants will have the chance to receive mentorship from faculty and network with healthcare professionals. According to MedNexus, the scholarship prizes range from $5,000 for first place and $3,000 for second. UNF students can pitch solutions and share their ideas on combating physician burnout. Applications for this event will take place later today on Friday, September 13th. For more information about how to register for CSI Innovation Challenge, visit MedNexus's website.
And now to Angel for your sports update.
What is up, Ospreys? We have a couple of updates from last week and some more sports to cover, so let's get into it. Men's soccer was supposed to play Georgia Southern here at Hodges Stadium, but due to the wonderful weather we've been having in Jacksonville, the game was moved to Georgia. The Ospreys would go on to score 1, but still lose 1-4. The UNF volleyball team finished the Islander Classic in Texas when they beat Texas Southern 3-1, and then they went on to play against Jacksonville State, but lost in 4 sets 1-3. After the end of the tournament, however, Amy Burkhart and Kirsten McFall were granted the all-tournament team status, so congratulations to them. The Ospreys then came home to play the highest-ranked volleyball team ever hosted in the UNF Arena, the number 21 Florida State Seminoles. The Seminoles and the Ospreys fought hard, with the Seminoles beating the Ospreys in 4 sets, 3-1. Coming up at home later tonight at 6, the men's and women's cross-country team will be racing at the UNF Golf Complex. On the other side of campus, the men's soccer team plays against USC Upstate on Tuesday at 7 p.m. here at Hodges Stadium. Besides that, most sports games are going to be played away this week, so come back next week for an update on how our Ospreys are doing. And well, that's all I have for you today, Ospreys. I'll see you next week for your sports update. Swoop!
And that's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys.
Remember, consider donating to support Spinnaker at UNF through the link in the description below.
And for all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com.
Also, feel free to follow our Instagram at UNF Spinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube channel for more content such as Osprey 101 and Supernatural Archives.
And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Austin Thielen.
And I'm Colin Fry.
And we'll see you next week on
Spinnaker's Nest News.
Swoop!